Let's get it!
Broadcasting to you from a little grass shack in the middle of the Pacific.
Live in the place to be.
Well, they're actually in the Bay Area.
Yeah!
But they are the premier Pacifica show that shines a spotlight on positive Pacific Islanders.
You listening to the sound.
Role models coming brown every Thursday night at 6.
East to west, we getting hurt.
Brought to you by Pacifica by Design. It's the iconic Faika podcast with your hosts, Naki and Carl.
What's up, Neki?
Hey.
Season 8, episode 26 of the Faika podcast. We're 2 days away from the community event in the Bay Area.
Yes.
The event of the summer, the Amu Barbecue. That is what we're going to talk about today. We've got our check-ins, we've got our community announcements, but it's the Amu family barbecue all day, all show. We have our two guests, Executive Director Mauia and board member, one of the original Solid 7, Keresoma. Soma will be on, and that is in the back half, but let's get through what we got to get through so we got special questions for our guests today. And Aki said, hey, let's put some thought into this so we're not asking the same old questions because
right.
We are here every year 2 days before the barbecue, and we always ask the same boring questions. So tune in the second half of the show because we got some good ones for Korean Soma.
Yeah, so if you've been living under a rock these last 9 years, every third Saturday of August
every
year, the All My Uso's Family Day Barbecue in memory of JT Mauia. If you don't know, now you know. So you'll see us there and everybody, but first, we want to go over what happened last week. We went to Nisha Night Market, brought to you by Someone Solutions. Man,
what a hit that's been. This is their second year with this, right?
This is their second year,
and it's amazing every night.
Every time it's bigger and more vendors and more food and more food. But they were like at 6 o'clock. No, 6:30. So it opens at 6.
Right.
At 6:30, when I talked to Fanga, they clocked 200 people. And then by 8 o'clock, they were close to 800 people, 700 to 800 people. So it's a huge hit. It happens at Lima. It's a community space in Burlingame. It's keeping your dollar brown with Pacifica vendors. They had tons of new vendors, 17 vendors total, launched their business at Nisha Night Market. One of them was Helen's Treasures, which Cree was there tabling with another board member for All My Usos. We bought, of course, Cree had 49ers straw hats and Giants and Raiders. And of course, I had to get one for Mo.
A Raiders one?
Niners.
Oh, okay.
And San Francisco Giants. And I'm pretty sure she sold out. And I'm sure there's like a million Raiders ones left over. But it was, she had tons of stuff. The kids from Pacifica Boss Up, they all are now entrepreneurs from the Pacifica Boss Up summer program. They all launched their program or their business.
Homegrown. They learned from other Pacifica entrepreneurs who would come in and talk to them, and they're great place. They're at La Mota, being mentored and taught by Someone Solutions, who, 10, 13, some crazy number of years they've been in the game. So homegrown right here in the Bay Area,
right.
PI entrepreneurs, and looking for great things coming from them.
And so some of the entrepreneurs that were there was Tangoria, where I had the Woo Special. They have tacos, and the Woo Special is like a big ass taco with chicken, cheese, cilantro, onions. You don't like onions. And then chicken. I had chicken, and they have hot Cheetos in them. It was so good.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. It looked delicious, but it looked like you were not going to go hungry by ordering food from them. They gave you plenty of food.
Yes. And so some of the Pacifica Boss Up kids that introduced their business was, 650 Coasters, Karina's Drinks and Teas, Floats and Fizz, Resin by Sati, and everyone's favorite promotional video, Big Boy Keke, and so many more. I don't know if you've seen his promotional video. It was so funny. Remember the one that they actually sent Epi? That one was hilarious. But if you haven't seen it, go check it out on Samoan Solutions page. It is so funny. But all the kids premiered their business. So they're all entrepreneurs that came out of Pacifica Basa. So that was freaking amazing.
They were doing there, and when we walked in, because they opened at 6, but they weren't serving till 6:30. So we were in at 6, walking around, and Cassandra and Epi and the instructors were leading a cheer with the Pacifica Basa kids. And it was so, I don't know, it just felt good to see how enthusiastic and
they were,
and not just the kids, but the instructors as well. So if you want to be part of that, I'm sure they're going to be running that again. Get involved.
Get involved every summer. Get a hold of Samoan Solutions. Rachel Jordan is checking in. She's like, not the whisper of the Raiders. Yes, girl. Raiders low.
Only mentioned because it had to be
mentioned. Jack Malipai is tuned in. Hey, Jack. Thanks for tuning in. Junior Chan Boone. Okay. Annie. Hi, Annie. Annie Washington. Annie Washington is tuned in. Thank you for tuning in. I know y'all is waiting to hear from Christine and Soma. They'll be on in a little bit. So that was Nesian Night Market. I love that they're so transparent. So they made this, like, they are so transparent about everything they do. 17 vendors launched their businesses at Nesian Night Market. 1,787 attendees. They've raised $6,359 for Ta'ayala Youth Exchange Program, which is the program where they take their youth to Samoa and American Samoa. So that's awesome. I love that.
And kids from American Samoa come
and
here.
Eventually kids from American Samoa will come here. So it's like student exchange. So that's awesome. So thank you, Samoan Solutions, for Nesian Night, because we love that part. I love the food. So tons of vendors. If you did not make it out, don't miss the next one, which is their holiday Nesian Night. Cree, are you listening? Holiday Nesian Night. Helen's Treasures may or may not be there. December 7th is the next holiday Nesian Night, where you can get all your goodies for Christmas.
I wonder if that's like a true, business, because if you got like certain merchandise just taking up space and not selling, Raiders, then would they let them take up more space the next time? Or is it just gonna be...
I think she did sell out though on those hats. So I guess the Raiders
they'll be back in the booth next time.
Right.
Mainly it would be the Niners, the Giants.
I didn't see any A's because
what
A's
is
who? A's who? So
it's so sad to see the Oakland sports scene, to see people
they out the door. They out the door. So, hey, where are they going to go? Like, they won't build a new stadium for them. So, like the San Francisco 49ers, they went to Santa Clara. But Oakland, all their teams the Warriors have gone to San Francisco. It's fitting. And then the A's are going to Las Vegas. Raiders have gone to Las Vegas.
I'm not a Niner fan. Everybody knows that. But build them a stadium in San Francisco. So it's the San Francisco 49ers in the city.
It's not going to happen.
In Santa Clara.
Evita, thank you for tuning in. Auntie Mo is tuned in. Hey, Auntie Mo. Almu Barbecue this Saturday if you're not doing anything. So that was Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday was the Bay Area Aloha Festival, and that was presented by Pacific Islander Cultural Association, and that happened at the San Mateo Event Center, aka San Mateo County Fair. And so Mo and I went. There was lots of arts and tons and tons of arts and crafts. They used to be in the building. I don't know if you remember Resources, Neil.
Also, a lot of the vendors with the shirts and all those kind of things were inside.
They were all outside now.
Nice.
The building was closed and they had everybody outside. The way that they had the food set up was really a lot better. Hey, Evita. So they had if you didn't go to the Aloha Festival, you missed fresh off the boats. Poke nachos were so good. And then I had the poke nachos, and then Mo had the poke on Samoan fries, which is taro fries. And they were good.
Taro fries or taro
Filling.
chips?
No, taro fries. Taro fries. So if you haven't had it, check out Fresh Off the Boat. They are in Sacramento.
They're in North Sacramento.
Sacramento. Go check out Chef T. Fresh Off the Boat was there. Pork and Belly was there. Hella Good Popcorn was there.
What'd you have? What'd you get?
I got the poke nachos. Usually I had pork belly at they were at Nisha night. So I had them there. But everything was delicious at Aloha Festival. I was in the food court, so I even went live and said, that's where you'll find me. Okay. And so, but tons and tons of vendors, like everything you can think of, they had it. Cookies. Ooh, I got cookies. The Hawaiian cookies.
Ooh,
they were so good. So yeah, I'm going to talk about
I didn't
food.
get any of those. What's up, Matt Malua? Checking in.
Yes. Hey, Matt. And so, so that was the whole Bay Area Pacific Islander Cultural Association. They used to be at Presidio. They used to be at the Presidio, but now they're in San Mateo. And it's a lot of, never mind. It's big. It's huge. You got to go. So as we were exiting, Eddie Thompson and Leandra were coming in. I seen a handful of people that I knew. While I was there, so me and Mo are walking by an area. We just got there, and I was going to film hey, come on down to Aloha Festival. And this guy goes, Annette. And so, that's my government name. So if you call me Annette,
a cop or something saying that.
If you call me Annette, I either work with you or I went to school with you many moons ago. Or I went to school with you. No, I went to school with you.
50 years ago?
Yeah. Literally 50 years ago. And he goes, Annette. And I swear to God, I turned around and I was like, Benji. I've known him since I was kindergarten. I know. Oh, hi. I went to school with him in kindergarten, junior high, high school, and then Facebook has kept everybody connected. So Mo was like, dang, you remember him? I was like, yeah, he's on Facebook, this is the first time I've physically seen him. And so I love that.
That's a good thing about social media, right?
Yes, that's a good thing.
People from half
that's the one good thing that's good about social media. But yeah, you get to keep up with family and friends. So I love that. Not the government name. Yes, the government name. I was like,
it yelled out too.
Yeah,
yelled out in the crowd.
He was like, Annette. I was like, oh damn, not Annette. So that's how I know you don't. I mean, I haven't seen you in forever because you're calling me Annette. So I was like, oh, okay. Asiata. Hi. So yes. Mo was like, what the heck? You know people from elementary school? And Mo, who went to school in Samoa, then went to school in Hawaii. I mean, all while he, kindergarten through 6th grade, he went in Samoa, then he went to school in Hawaii, then he went to school in the Bay Area. So he don't really know too many people because he
back in the day.
Yes, back in the day. And I was talking about back in the day when I was growing up, like many moons ago, I was like 5, 6 years old walking to school. Yeah, I won't do that now. I didn't do it with my kids, but I was a latchkey kid. Is that what you call it? Latchkey kid, where I would take myself to school, walk to, I think back then, I don't know why we thought it was safe back then.
It was more dangerous then.
Yeah.
Than it is now.
That's because we have social media now where every 5 minutes you get an update of down the street. Right.
Way higher when we were kids. And that was when there were no handles on any kids out there.
Yeah.
It was you're out the door in the morning. Yeah. Don't come back till it's dark. Or if you come back after school, you're alone. Lock yourself in a house.
Right. And that's I was like 5, 6 years old walking to school, and we would walk down the street, pick up kids, then walk a couple of houses down, pick up some more kids until we got to school. By the time we got to school, there was like 10 of us in a group. And then same thing on the way back. So I can't do that. I didn't do that with my kids because I just
know too much.
couldn't. Yeah, I know too much. And plus my kids, if they were to walk home, oh my God, you think I was abusing them. Like my daughter, when she was in high school, I'm not going to say which one, but after school, I would go, oh, I can't pick you up. I'm running late. And she would sit there at school and wait. I'm like, you can catch the bus. You can walk. No, she'd wait till me and Mo went to go get her. So I'm not going to say which kid it is, but
I'm good. I'll wait.
yeah, I'll wait. I'll
You'll
wait.
come
I'm
get
like,
me.
girl, you could have been home if you walk. So anyway. That was my school story. So sorry. Rachel knows. Rachel knows. Girl, you know. So anyway, that was my child. That was all my fault. Anyway, Falosa. Hey, sister. Falosa's tuned in from Missouri.
Missouri.
Falosa lives in Missouri. So there you go. So
home of the world champion Kansas City Chiefs.
That's right. Kansas City Chiefs, but she's a 49er fan. So that is not that her and her kids are Niner fans.
Wear that gear
Missouri.
proud out there in Chiefs land.
Yes. So there you go. So yeah, that was happening for me this weekend. We both went to Nisha night, had a good time. I went to the Bay Area, Aloha Festival. I got some good food. I got, Lee Moy candy, strawberry sweet candy from Mauia. Yeah, she loves that. Oh, and then I got the popcorn, the Hawaiian mixed popcorn. Yeah,
mochi crunch.
There that so good.
When I first moved to Hawaii, I didn't know and I just was going with the flow everywhere. So the people in line in front of me were getting these cardboard boxes, and they were pouring their popcorn into the cardboard box, and they were putting mochi crunch in it.
Oh my God!
I was like, idea what's going on, and they're like,
good.
"You want mochi crunch?" I was like, "Yep, whatever they're doing in front of me." And I learned that in Hawaii, and kept it every time I see that, I'm like, "Ooh, gotta get some of that."
It's a regular size bag of popcorn, like chips and stuff. The shit was $10, but I bought it because I don't eat it all the time. Right? Everything's expensive at these festivals, but we're supporting our PI.
Well, it's not just a festival.
Yeah.
It's like everything's expensive.
Yeah, everything's expensive.
You go to the grocery store, you're not getting out without $50.
Yeah,
like just go get 2 or 3 things.
Yes.
Dang.
So yes, so that it was worth it. It was well worth $10 because I never eat it unless I go to a festival and find that kind of stuff. So there you go. Tina, Aubrey, thank you for tuning in. Seattle. Hello, Seattle.
We got a community announcement from up that way.
We have a community. We do. We do. Aubrey, stay tuned because I have a community announcement for you to get to. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, Tina. So what's going on with you?
Oh, so my weekend was boring. I'm starting a new job.
Yes, so congratulations.
32 years with 2 companies, 10 with Tower Records, 22 with Big Lots. And I started a new job on Monday. So I've been trying to
congratulations to Carl. Yes.
The background cleared today.
Oh my God. Thank God.
There's apparently a Carl Johnson in Marlboro, South Carolina, that has done some interesting things.
Jacking you up.
Interesting things. And I've been trying to get my name unattached from the shenanigans that Carl Johnson partook in. So this weekend, I've been working with NAOPO, the National Association of Pacifica Organizations. And I have been trying to get things buttoned up because I know I'm going to have far less time. I've been working with them since April.
You're busy.
So as of Monday, like I'm going to Ontario on Monday for my training. And that's just kind of that's kind of an indication of the time drag that I'm going to have. So I'm not going to have as much time for NAOPO. I'm going to have to plan that out.
Yeah.
So this weekend, I spent a lot of time trying to get things buttoned up.
Get your shit together.
Get everything together before I head on out.
Big congratulations is blowing up in the chat for you, Matt, and Aubrey, Tina, Rachel.
Thank you. It's been a search, man. That's,
6 months on the money. You needed a break for 6 months.
6 months. And hey, God's got me, right?
God's got you.
If I'd had a job in June with 2 surgeries and radiation therapy and everything,
you'd have been screwed.
I might have got fired.
So all in God's timing, not yours. God's timing.
Yeah.
Hey, Ruby. Ruby's tuned in.
Everything was on that schedule, worked out just right. But man, when you don't put faith in where it's supposed to go. Like I applied for over 200 jobs.
Ooh.
And there were jobs that it said we prefer a degree. No, I got a degree. We
Right.
prefer 5 to 7 years of experience. No,
I
I've
got
got like
experience.
decades of
Yeah.
experience. We prefer retail, but exceeded and no call back. No, I mean, like after a while,
Ooh.
unless you're intentional about the way you handle your mental health,
God got you.
that
Mhm.
is and
That's
after a while, I'm
that's
like
draining.
cursing out the companies that are ghosting me, right?
Right.
They don't even answer back. But then the ones that do are saying no. So I'm like, I don't even know if I want to
Wanna
hear
know,
because it's
yeah.
no. But
Do I
it
want
all
to
worked
know?
out. It all worked out.
Yeah,
And
Matt said God got you.
Yep.
That's 100% true. So it was a good weekend, good week for you. I'm grateful that you got a job so you didn't drive Nicole crazy being at home.
short
so,
drive,
I'm
but
sorry.
I'm in trouble. I get it. But yeah, I get to, you know how it is. It's the
Yeah.
company car with a company card.
I know. So let me just tell you, we go roaming around because Carl worked for another company and they had a company car. And so that's how we got to events. We were like driving here. We drove to LA. We drove to Utah. We drove all over everywhere.
We drove to the Bay, to the city. We drove across the bridge some weeks 4 times in one week.
We was like, it's in the Bay. Let's go.
You were going 5 days a week.
Right.
And some days I was coming down on Thursday and Friday. So it was like 7 days in a row for you. But I was going Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
All the way to the city.
All the way back.
But, that helps.
Yes.
The company car
that helped PVD so much. We're so grateful for that company. Thank you, God. God was telling you something on his time. He is an on-time God. May not come when you want him, but he'll be there
right on time.
So true,
so
Rachel. So true.
That's the journey with cancer. I've said, the 3 things for me is surrender to a higher power.
Yes.
So I had to do that with this job search thing. I'm like, okay, I gotta believe that the higher power.
But then not knowing is like,
oh my gosh,
nuts.
Well, and with my health journey,
right.
I can't go without benefits, medical benefits, right? So that's ticking. I mean, that clock was ticking. But in the end, I said what I got to say to the big man upstairs, and in the end, I'm like, I'm part of a plan.
Yes, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. CJ is on See Me Photography. Go follow her on everything. She's everywhere. You'll see her on Saturday at the Amu Barbecue. Stop and say hi. Danny Pizza Sr. Hey, Danny. I mean, tons and tons. Cree, wait till you see me on Saturday. I got my eyebrows done. Cree, wait till you see me, because I've been complaining to Cree that I wake up with crooked eyebrows.
Somebody's not even in the studio.
I know. She's gonna be in the studio. Wait, I gotta show up. Well, we talk in the morning, like at 7 o'clock in the morning, so I'll show her my eyebrows then. But it's just today. So those of you that know me or don't know me, I lost all body hair from like cancer and after cancer, then stress kicked in, and then alopecia kicked in. And if you don't know me, I do my eyebrow glue on my eyebrows. I was drawing on my eyebrows and gluing on my eyelashes. So the eyebrows still on point, Auntie Nagy. Oh, thank you. No. But these last, all the hair fell off of my eyebrows. And I was like drawing my eyebrows. One was dark, one was light, one was up here, one was down here, and then vice versa. I was mad when I was not mad.
You look like The Rock.
And then I would see Neil. I see Neil. So I went to Lou's funeral, SFPD. He's a young man that passed away. Our sister Sil, her nephew passed away. He SFPD. I went to that and beautiful ceremony. His brother spoke on behalf of the family. Lieutenant Sellinger, it was her son that passed away suddenly. And so I go to the funeral. I see Neil. I'm like, hey, Neil. And Neil's like, your eyebrows are too light. Fool. You just shut my self-confidence down.
Love. That's love.
He loves me, but I love that he's so straight. He's like, your eyebrows are too light. And then before I see him, he's like, your eyebrows are too dark. I couldn't take it anymore. So I went to go get my eyebrows ombre something. Today is my first day. So they're all swollen and thick and darker than what they should be, but give me a couple of days.
You sure you didn't get sucked up?
I didn't get socked up. Who gonna sock me up? I like to see that person is gonna sock me up. So yes. So I went to the beautiful service for this young man, but like I'd have to say over 500 people were there. And it was beautiful. And I just really didn't want to talk about it because I don't want to invade their privacy, that, you know what I mean? But it was beautiful. And I just happened to, we were talking eyebrows, and that's where Neil hit me with, your eyebrows are too light.
That's love, though.
Yeah, he loves me.
If you don't love somebody, you're not going to point somebody. You got something in your teeth. No, you point that out to somebody that you love. And people come and talk to me like they got something in their teeth or something. I tell them, yes,
girl, you got something in your teeth. I don't know how many people you was talking to, but get that shit out. So I went to go do my eyebrows. This is day one. By Saturday, they should be a little less swollen. I'll be wearing a hat, so don't try to look at my eyebrows. I mean, only Cree will be like, let me see your eyebrows, Mama Sel. But I'll have a hat on.
When you see Neil, you're going to be like, look.
When I see Neil, though, I'm going to take the hat off and be like, look at my eyebrows, fool. So yes, I got my eyebrows.
What if he says something bad?
He won't. I'll suck him up. That's what happened. So anyway, but yeah, come see my eyebrows on Saturday at our tent. We'll be doing interviews. We'll be doing resources. If you want to create a video for your company, your nonprofit, your social media, come see us. We've got Mena. We've got CJ. We've got Asiri.
We'll have a studio.
We'll have
inside the tent.
A studio in the tent. So come check it out. That's only happening at the Amu Barbecue.
Just look for the brightest tent that is ever in existence.
Yes.
Just look for the most obnoxious tent and we'll be in it.
Yes. So that's us. So we got to get to Taylor Kelly. Thank you for tuning in. Sister Nani is tuned in. Bui TJ Toka. Okay. Hey. So yes, we're going to get anything else. We're going to get to community announcements.
There was a question in the chat.
Oh, what
Aubrey
is it?
Parrish said, Naki, were you at the Miss Golden Gate?
Yes, I was. I was at the pageant, Aubrey. Did we run into each other? What happened? And what were you wearing? Because I'm very good at, look at her outfit. Because
that question came up when we were talking about the eyebrows.
So, did you notice my eyebrows were off? Is that why you remember me?
She's about to express some love.
Yes. The lucky you didn't have your Farrah Fawcett hairdo curls from back in the day, because watch out now.
Did you have
watch
the feather?
out. Feather? I did have Farrah Fawcett hairdo for a very long time. So there you go. Don't come for me. Saturday, come check out my eyebrows. Come check out our tent. But tons of free resources. Like we gonna talk about that with Keresoma. You get what is it? Checkup. You get your eyes checked for free, for no co-payment, no nothing. So how about that?
We got some good.
All right, let's do our we gonna do our community announcements,
and then we're gonna bring Soma and Cree in for the questioning.
Yes.
It ain't gonna go down like the rest of the interviews.
Ain't gonna go down. Yeah. We got questions you ain't heard of. So how about that? So happy hour showcase with Fitness with Key at 1017 California Drive on Friday, which is tomorrow at 5 p.m. Kiana Tufinga is your host. Get your health in order and show up to show out.
Show out. I like
follow her. I know, right? Follow her on social media. Get more details, but it's tomorrow. Go get your health on.
Look what I got in the lineup. All My Uso's 9th annual Family Day Barbecue is this Saturday, August 17th at Gilman Park in San Francisco. Register your whole family for this free event so Cree knows and Mama Sil knows how much food to put out there. So register your whole family. They'll have free food resources, family activities, face painting, STEM activities, haircuts, and Naki's eyebrows. So
my eyebrows will be there. Peninsula Conflict Resolution Center and Samoan Solutions welcome J.P. Foliaki. Pacifica Pulse is a free arts, culture, and storytelling workshop, Talanoa with J.P. Foliaki. Come explore the impact of creative arts in sharing our narrative with our rich Pacifica culture at the pulse of our artistry. Happening this Monday, August 19th at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Le Malta Community Space in Burlingame. Click the link in Samoan Solutions page to register.
PCRC and Samoan Solutions putting it together. You know it's good.
It's
you know
good.
that's a good program.
It's good. Okay.
All right. So
Aubrey, look.
for our Pacific Northwest fans, here you go. The second annual, which means this is that they're doing it multiple years, is going to grow legs. Here we go. It's called the Who Wants the Smoke Cornhole Tournament.
Who wants the smoke?
Brought to you by Big Goose Radio. It's happening August 18th at 2 p.m. at Fort Steilacoon Park in Washington State. Who wants that smoke?
Who wants it? Not me. Matua Annual Paina is happening August 25th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Matua's Clubhouse, 636 Bitrito Court, Modesto, 95356. Island style food, entertainment, vendor booths, pre-sale $25 and $30 at the door.
Oakland Pacific Islander Network presents Purpose Conference, Pacific Islander Youth Empowerment Conference. Become a purpose-driven leader. Free event for 15 to 25-year-old people, special guest speakers, and live panels. Break, lunch, and snacks provided. Always got to have food.
Always got to have food.
Happening at Chabot Space and Science Center in Oakland, California on Tuesday, September 10th. You got time to plan for that. Put it on your calendar.
Yes.
Doors open at 9 a.m. Register at www.pacificislandernetwork.org.
See how I broke that up?
I see that.
Essence of Mana's parent project is a free, I said free, 13-week course designed to support adult family members develop communication skills and tools leading to more nurturing family relations. Register today by contacting Lueni, Miss Lulu, at 415-243-6328. Go to Essence of Mana's Facebook page for more information and contact Lulu and Miss Nani.
Congratulations to Miss Fahina Tavake Pasi, National Tongan American Society. She's the executive director out there celebrating their 30th anniversary. 30 years.
30.
Fabulous gala on Saturday, October 12th. Plenty of time to plan if you're in Salt Lake, if you're going to be in the neighborhood at the State Capitol Rotunda. Come to celebrate 30 years of amazing accomplishments with music, food, entertainment. RSVP by October 5th. It's a PI event asking for RSVP, so you know it's gonna fill up.
It's gonna fill up. So there you go. That's everything. Everything amazing that we have. I'm sure there's tons of stuff, but for Essence of Mana, it's free to our PI folks. Nani had just mentioned that in the chat. So go follow, sign up. It's a free. We love free. It's free like the Amu Family Day Barbecue. How about that?
Well, what a great setup.
Our Christine is on. We're somewhat late as usual. We're going to bring Cree in. Hey, sister.
How you doing, Cree?
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the show. She's not a stranger to the show. You know how we do. We're gonna have a good time Saturday.
If we ran the numbers and we looked who's been on the show the most often, it might be Cree.
She's a family member of the show. I don't, girl. This Saturday, this is the whole reason why we're doing this is the barbecue. The barbecue is happening this Saturday. So Cree is the executive director for All My Uso. She's oh, look at somebody must have popped in. Mr. Late to the Party, the worm party. Oh, sorry. He ain't even here. Anyway, Mr. Late to the Party. He'll be on in a couple of minutes.
Knocking.
Yes, Soma will be here, and Soma needs to do the worm since he's like, yes.
That's already a topic.
That's already a topic. That's a topic.
Yes, Tina, we're gonna get him.
But Cree is a advocate dedicated to uplifting underrepresented community members and giving a voice to the voiceless. Like I said, she's the executive director for All My Usos, continuing her late husband's nonprofit, All My Usos. She's created a platform provide essential health screening, mental health support, and vital resources to those in need. Like there's tons and tons and tons of stuff that All My Usos has been doing and busting out. They have their own space, their own building this year. And so she's been such a blessing to the community. I can't even tell you all the stuff that she's done for my mental health every morning. Every morning. So thank you,
mental
sister,
health
for that.
every morning.
Anything you want to talk? I mean, we have a lot of stuff that's happening on Saturday, but we know that there's a barbecue happening, and that the whole San Francisco has participated or is going to be there tabling for free. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it?
Anything there is free. Anything there is free.
So tell us a little bit more about what you want to get off your chest before we hit you with the questions.
Yeah,
Someone
so
might
like
not come in now.
because he doesn't want to do the worm.
Yeah, well, he gonna do it. He gonna do it.
Yeah, either here or at the barbecue, one of the other. Thank you for having me, Sis Naki and Brother Carl. I really appreciate it. So yeah, our barbecue scheduled for this Saturday, and it's like you said, it's always going to be the third Saturday of August, and this will be our 9th annual barbecue.
That's crazy, right?
Yes, I know,
9 years.
I know, 9 years just flew by. I don't even know where the time went. And each year we try to do a little something different. This year we've added the Lions Club will be providing free eye checkups.
That's awesome.
That's really huge. Yes.
That's huge.
And not only are they providing the free checkups, but they're also providing free eyeglasses as well as contacts.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So it's very important that everyone get registered for that. There's a different thing for registration for that because you want to secure your time slot. They only have a certain amount of doctors there to do the eye exams. So we want to make sure that everyone gets checked who wants to be checked and to fill those slots for them. And we're also have partnered up with First Tee in San Francisco, and they're going to be doing a little golf zone for the young folks. So that's going to be exciting as well.
That's exciting. I love that. My mama is on. She just tuned
Hi,
in.
Auntie.
Hi, Auntie.
There was the last check that I knew, there was 42 resources or booths. Have we grown since the last count?
Yep, I believe we're at 47.
Oh my God.
Yes, 47 organizations, I believe, as of today.
Oh my gosh,
might
that's
exceed
awesome.
50, but I mean,
by the time Saturday comes around, yeah, it's so awesome, and everything is free. All the resources that are needed. What is one of the reasons why we've added the resources to the barbecue?
Yep. So if you go back to before last year, you know that we didn't have resources before that. Although JT, this was all stemmed from his battle with cancer and him battling cancer and being diagnosed and just his whole journey. We didn't have resources, or at least community resources at the time. But I want to say about 3 years ago, it was just so many funerals. I mean, it kind of feels like it's still like that today.
Right.
But we just noticed that there's so many funerals, so many people in the hospital that we were visiting. We're hearing about this person, that person, so many community members that me and the board partnered up and we had a meeting and we're like, we have to take advantage of this opportunity. There's not a lot of spaces where Pacific Islanders come together this big of a group.
Right.
And we wanted to take advantage of that and bring out resources so that the community can have these resources at their fingertips. So not, a lot of people, I always hear like, oh, it's free, come to this, come to that. The admission might be free, right? But when you come in, this cost, that cost, whatever.
Right.
This event, the only one thing that we ask of everyone, that no one sells anything. So this event is entirely free. Not only do they have free admission into the park, but free food, free boba with Kiss My Boba, free haircuts with Feel Good Cuts, the free eye exam. Like every booth that you see there is free. Samoan Solutions is hosting the kids zone. So all the carnival games, all the prizes, just everything is free.
I love that because otherwise our community is not going to go get, sometimes they just won't go get an eye exam. They'll just keep squinting until kingdom come, right? And this gives them the opportunity to possibly get glasses or contacts. Last year I seen some people getting their blood pressure checked, getting their diabetes checked. Like, otherwise we don't go. Like, really, I mean, unfortunately we have to bring it to you. And you won't go to it. I mean, but it will help, right? It will help.
Yep. And a lot of people, like, because I didn't know, like, before I would just take my kids to get their eye exams and just thought it was to see if they could see near or far and they could see the
Right.
board and in class. But I didn't realize, or what I understand now, that these specialists can see like diabetes, they can see eye disease, they can see different things. Not only if the child or the adult can see near or far, they
Right.
also can see other things. So it's also preventative care. So we want to try to bring as much health related resources out with cancer screenings. We have Hep B coming out. We have Walgreens coming out, giving out free flu shots if you haven't
I
gotten
love
your flu shot.
Yay.
So we're just trying to bring as many resources as we can. We also have the fire department, the police department, the sheriff's department. They're going to be out on site also trying to recruit, people. So we're bringing also job opportunities, as well as many other community-based organizations, so that the community can see what's available to them and at their fingertips right here in their very own communities.
Right, right. And I love that everything is free. Like everything dipped. They're giving samples of what they usually pay people to, for their services. They're out there giving free food away. Kiss My Boba is also giving away free drinks.
Yep.
But I think, and I don't know, I think it's amazing that these vendors from the beginning want to donate their time, donate their product, right?
Yes.
Everything Dipped is there every year. Kiss My Boba has been there the last few years, and then in the bakery and Phil. But what I love is that people don't know this, that these people are, whether you, I think people don't know this, but like Kiss My Boba, you try to, because they're small businesses, right? And they're promoting their business. They're also giving to the community, but people don't know that you actually try to find some sponsors that will help cut their cost, right? Like Kiss My Boba, I don't know how many, like they'll give away 600 drinks, and you on your own go to find people that will sponsor, I don't know, half the drinks or all the drinks, or, like 700 of the 900 drinks. Yeah. So I don't think people realize all the work that's happening behind the scenes, that everybody that is donating whatever they can, because they're small businesses, you're running around in the background trying to get them some kind of.
So I think it brings up a really good point. And I always say this: nothing's free. Right. You may get it for free.
Right.
Somebody's paying the price for that.
Right.
And so when you see vendors out there that are running businesses where they're selling things to make a living and to make a business happen, and they're giving away hundreds of samples, not samples. Some of them are samples and small.
Right.
Some of the vendors are. Some of the vendors like
full on.
It's a full on drink.
It's a full on drink. Right.
And to not understand, I think that Cree and her team don't get enough credit for the behind the scenes, because the final step and the final product for the community is free. All of the work that goes on behind the scenes and all of the work that goes behind the effort to go find that,
the funding,
it would be easier for Cree and her team to just say, well, we'll ask the vendors to do it for free, and if they say no, then we won't have a vendor.
Right.
That's probably what would happen with in a lot of instances. In this case, you've got free product, free things out there, free events, and free, all those activities and stuff. But for the most part, somebody is doing some hustling in the background to make that happen.
Yeah, which is really Cree and her team,
right.
All My Usos and their team, hard work. Definitely, Rachel is saying. But like the jumpers that are there, it's free to the community, but somebody's paying for the jumpers. Somebody's paying for the backpacks. Somebody's paying, but the community doesn't know all that. They just, of course, they're under the assumption that, oh, it's free, so they get it free. So, but really, you're finding funding for it. You're hustling in the background to find funding. So
And that's how Alma wants it, right?
Yes,
that's how Cree and her team want it. They want everybody to show up. So if
Right.
we make things free, maybe more people
We'll
show up. Then maybe more people get their eyes checked. More people can find jobs because there are public jobs out there recruiting.
Resources, right?
So yeah, it's great to enjoy the free things, but then understand, be appreciative of the hard work behind
it. Yeah. So I think that's what I love about the barbecue. That's what I love about you, sister, and your whole team is you're making it free and available to the community, but they don't realize all the hustling that's going on in the background to give it to the community for free. So I appreciate that.
Hard work.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Naki and Carl, because it is, like we said that a few times, like it's free. It is free for the community, but we're trying to hustle in the back. But I really appreciate these organizations, these small businesses that have reached out. I believe it started with All Things Dipped. She reached out to see if she could be a vendor. And then I told her, well, we don't, kind of a little reserved. Well, we don't really charge anyone. And she's like, no, me and my husband, we love JT. We want to support the community. We want to give back. And then she even took it a step further where it's Christina and her husband. She sent out a mass text to all the vendors that she works with. And then I started getting calls one by one. And they're all like, yeah, we love JT. We want to, we want to give back. And this is a perfect opportunity. So then, I just felt bad. And I'm like, this is how they make their living. This is how they pay their bills. Take their kids out and do the things that they need to do. So it was important for us to make sure that we find funding to either offset that cost or give them a little something, because we don't want to. Everyone has bills to pay. Everyone has things to do. And I know a lot of times I see that a lot of us take, but we don't want to give. And we didn't want to be that organization that's expecting, all of this. And we don't want to hurt our own while we're serving the community. So we're trying our best to try to take care of everyone involved, even the youth workers that come out. We try to give them a little stipend. It's not much, but it's putting a little bit of money into their pockets so that they can maybe buy some school supplies, some shoes, outfits, something. This year we have we added Exotic Juice, which I'm so excited that he's coming out. Yes, and he reached out, and I was like, nephew, we don't charge anything. It's not like the other events that you go to. He's like, no, I want to do it. I want to do it for Uncle JT, and I want to do it. I'm like, oh. So he's coming out. So I am looking for a sponsor for him.
Yes.
He doesn't know it. Well, now he knows it.
Yes.
If someone can please, we are taking donations, and you can get our information on our website. But I did want to also add that we have candy with Paulina.
Yes.
Paulina. We also have Rose Hair, which are both real estate agents. And although they're not charging there, and of course, homes are not free, but they're bringing the information to us free. And I think it's important because coming from a family where my mom wasn't a homeowner and my dad wasn't a homeowner, but it's important that we bring this information into our community to see if I can own a home, you can own a home. We just took the necessary steps, my husband and I, to get that or to be able to purchase a home. So I'm so thankful that these organizations and these businesses are coming out to provide these resources. We're hoping to partner up with them throughout the year just to keep this partnership going so that the community can have resources. They can get the healthcare that they need, the health resources, as well as home ownership, jobs, just, a whole host of things. So.
Yeah. I mean, stop and talk to her. She has loads of information, and sometimes you zero money down. I mean, that's it. It will happen. So talk to her. You never know what you qualify for. You never know. And people are so scary, like, oh, I don't have $1 million to put down. You don't need $1 million. You got
to find out, right? Go find out what the process looks like, because a lot of times, then I always say this, if I got to make up the story, I'm going to make it bad. Like if I'm like, oh, how hard would it be to do this? Well, it must be like insurmountable. Go find out. If people are doing it, you can do it too.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So I guess Soma is busy.
Ooh.
He don't get it on Saturday.
He's fired.
He's so fired. So anyway, speaking of fired, who is the grumpiest,
Ooh.
ragging, dragon, mad during the lead up to the date? Besides you, sister, besides you,
Who's the worst?
who's the worst?
Who stresses out the worst?
It's just me.
I was gonna say it's just you.
Everyone clears my path.
That was the easy one. That was the easy one. So,
Why
go
you
ahead.
guys trying to bust me out for?
I know. We booked and busy. Booked busy and broke. Booked busy and broke.
Right.
Let's see. Here's the easy one. All right. Because we're not going to get on Soma yet. We're going to give him a little time to show up, but if he doesn't, he gets it anyway. What's the funniest or oddest thing you've seen happen in preparing for the Amu barbecue? So there's got to be like funny things. So here's what I remember. I remember leaving Cafe Wellness at SCDC one of the years, and we left, like we always hung out, Cree. It's supposed to end at 7 or something, and we stayed till like 10.
I love Cafe Wellness.
Chopping it up, talking. So we were leaving late on Friday before the Amu barbecue, and then Soma was in the alley outside, like they were cooking.
Oh, they were cooking
and
inside,
he was like, I saw him as we were driving out. I was like, dang, hey, Soma, what's going on? And he was working hard. The next day I saw him. We get there early because we're media. We're gonna get there. He's already there, and I'm like, bruh, have you slept at all? And he's like, sleep later. I'll sleep later. Yeah. That was just, one of the things leading up, I think, is people don't see. So any funny stories that you can think of in the lead up and the preparation for the big event?
Well, that one year that you're talking about that they didn't get any sleep, I don't know. It must have been, I guess, Soma and Tweet, they were in charge of handling the barbecue, and I don't know whose bright idea, if it was Soma or Tweet, but they put so much seasoning on the meat, and the meat was over salty. So we could not, like, oh my goodness. And I was like, you guys were up all night doing what?
They were salting it all night.
Oh my God.
Goodness. So that's one thing that stands out, because you brought that up. And so then since then I've taken it away from those two. And then we had the other boys come and barbecue, because I don't know what those two were doing all night with the barbecue, but they messed it up. They tried to soak it in some different things, but it just didn't work. So we lost like 8 cases of chicken that
my gosh.
Yes.
I was going to say, I've never eaten any bad food. God. When you said that, I was like, I never had extra salty nothing. So.
We hit it well.
Yeah. I'm Soma in trouble.
Soma's in trouble. We're gonna hold off on the questions we have for Soma. Hopefully that he shows up, but if not, poor Cree. She got to answer.
I know. So if there was a theme song, Tina, help her. If there was a theme song for the Amu barbecue, what do you think? What would it be?
A theme song? I don't know, something Bob Marley, because it's just all love at the barbecue.
Yes, one love. You're right.
Yes, and
anything.
Yep. One thing that stands out to me at the barbecue, what I see throughout the day, and then when we sit down at the end of the day while we're just doing our last minute cleanups, is I see people from different communities, different families, different churches, different organizations, everyone just coming together. Right. So it's not about, it's your event, her event, my job, his job. Everybody just does something.
Yes.
And like Harry really stands out to me right now. Harry Eeple's nephew.
Yes. Yeah.
Because every barbecue that he's at, and I'm busy, but every time I see him, he has a smile on his face. He's serving people, and he's just doing whatever needs to be done. He never comes to me and say, what can I do? What needs to be done? He just does it.
He just does it.
Need, and he jumps in. And that's like almost everyone there. They just see what needs to be done, and they kind of just jump in and do it.
Yeah. I love that one year that, who was it? Matt Follow and his group. What are it? Pacific Savages.
Yes.
The girls were serving, and then they jumped in, and all the Pacific Savages got behind the tables and took over, and they just started serving food so that the girls can take a break. So I love that. Where do you start planning for next year's Amu event? I could just imagine the time you put in it in creating this amazing event. When do you start?
And so you heard her say, what we're trying to do, like she's already in for next year. I'm assuming that you're already down the road for 2025.
Yes. And that's true, because things that we're learning this year, we're already saying, okay, next year, put that down. Next year, we're going to do it this way. And we try to learn as we're going. So we're already actually planning now for next year. We know the date. It's always going to be the third Saturday of August.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that's already locked in. And then we, usually send out our save the dates on in January. So it's already planning in motion, but we try to, reach out to folks that we know, family, friends, with hopes that they will reach out to their jobs, businesses, and just different things like that. Because, we do, for an event like this and to have everything free, we do need funding for it. Right. So, but the planning, it pretty much starts now when we're going through things now, and we're figuring out later, oh, we should have did it this way, we should have did it that way. We're taking mental notes of it so that we can make sure that we make that happen next year, just to make the process as smooth as possible. Even though this is our 9th year, we're still learning, and I probably will continue to learn forever until I go to be with my husband.
That's why you continue to grow. So I got a funny story, and then I'm going to ask a question. My funny story is, last year we had a bunch of cardboard left, and we were breaking it down, and we were just the event was over, and we were getting ready to leave, and we had a bunch of cardboard, and Mo said, "Hey, do they have a place? Do they have a dumpster that we can put this in?" I said, "I don't know. Let me ask Cree." So I walked over to the pavement, and you've expressed this, that you want people to leave because it's where it is, right? We want people to be safe. When it's over, it's time to go. So I was walking over there, and you didn't see me. It's one of the AMU members came over and said, "Hey, how can I help, Cree?" And you were like, "I want people, you can help me by getting people to leave." And I turn around and I walk back, and Mo goes, "Do they have anything?" I'm like, "Nope, we're putting it in the truck." I'm not asking Cree a damn thing. We're going to put it in the truck and do just like she said, get out of here.
Yes. So it's important. We want everyone to go home the way that they came. Because it's such a big event and there's a lot of kids, a lot of youth. We try to encourage everyone to take their after parties elsewhere, go back home, go wherever it is, just get out of there. And it also allows us to pack up, get cleaned up, have all the vendors come in, and it's just unsafe for these big trucks to come in and out to pack up their things while families, kids, and everything is still there. So we highly encourage everyone, once we start shutting down, that's the cue. So please come on time, because we did have, every year we have people walking in at like 3:30 saying, "Oh, I'm here." Yeah, right. It's over. You're packing up at 4:30. Yes, it ends at 5. So we start packing up at 4.
Pay attention. Yeah.
Yes.
So here's my question. Do you or anyone at AMU have a secret talent that people don't know about? So like, who's the best singer, dancer, dresser, cook? We know the best worm dancer is Soma. So that's just assigned to him. Since he's not here, he's getting assigned work, and it is the worm. We're still waiting we're like a year into this. We're waiting for the worm to happen. So any hidden talents people don't know about, like who's the best, singer, dancer, dresser, cook?
Yeah, so Tweet's probably the best singer.
Nice. Okay.
Iz is probably the best dancer.
All right.
She has to bring in her old school moves.
And we all know them, right? So good for her.
We have to bring her out of retirement.
Nice. Go ahead.
I love it. So, okay, if you can invite any celebrity to attend the barbecue, who would it be, and what role would they play?
Oh Lord.
That could be a local celebrity or a national celebrity.
Some say he's, I don't know where he at, but he's lost.
I would invite, there's lots of celebrities, but I think to stay true to our community and just having our people in our community, I probably would get Big Body to come out. Only because he's known, here in the Bay Area, and I think he's approachable, and he knows how to just get right into community. People can relate to him. So I Big Body, if you're listening, come on, man. Next year is our 10-year barbecue. I need you booked this year for next year. So I don't want to hear nothing else, Big Body.
Right.
See, Cree already planning for 2025. Already there, already making call outs. All right. Who's the oldest member of AMU? And this may not be the oldest, but who acts the oldest?
Oh, well, the oldest is Sos.
Okay.
Is he really?
Yes, he's the triple OG of the group.
He got a young soul.
Yes, yes. He's a youngster. He's a youngster at heart.
Look at this one. Look at this one.
Look at this one.
Look at this one. Tardy to the party.
I've been sitting in the waiting room for like since 6:30. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Oh my goodness.
It
Well,
didn't say anything.
look at welcome to the show, Soma. Thank
What
you for
the hell?
joining us. We're so happy to have you. Thank you.
Okay.
Worm time.
We're going right into it. We're going right into it.
Do the worm right now, Tina said.
Not now, but right now.
Not now, but right now. That's
Yeah,
on
Tina,
Saturday. That's on Saturday. Welcome, Soma. We just been talking
Hello.
about, you doing the worm. Now everybody, when you see Soma on Saturday, just scream worm. Just scream worm.
I'll be like, who want ice cream? They're gonna think I'm
You can have
Good
ice
worm.
cream. You can have ice cream. You can have ice cream. All right. Where we at?
All right. Let's see. So this is a more of a serious one. Every year, an AMU board member is
Yes.
representative of their family do the tawalunga, and the shirt concept is based on a concept that board member comes up with. How is that board member chosen each year?
So we just kind of went down the list. When we started it was the first year JT passed away. So naturally, I believe Soma just had my daughter do the Taulunga. So from there, each year we said, okay, we're going to take turns. And then everyone, no one wants to do it, but this year it's Sosa's year to do it. So his kids and his family will be representing this year to close out our event and our family day.
Mm-hmm.
And the shirt concept, we've always just had Tribal Turf design our shirts for the most part. I think every year they design it. But somehow, somewhere, Sos came to the the conclusion that since it's his year to do the Taulunga, I guess he thought it was his year to do the designing too.
Okay, go ahead, Sos.
Turtle and Shark, and he said he wanted Woodrow Wilson colors. Woo woo! Woodrow Wilson in the house.
Woodrow
Wilson.
He's setting the table for the next board member. Now the next board member is gonna be, I get the shirt design, the color, and
yes.
Carl, let me tell you. Let me just be honest with you, because this year, when Cree released it, she was like, "This was it's So's year." He picks the color, and I said, "Hold on, it was my year last year. Why I couldn't pick the color? Why I couldn't pick the design?" And I was like,
Vaikongi in the house.
That's funny,
Turtle and Shark.
Naki and I were talking. I go, well, who's this year? And she goes, well, somebody from Vaikongi.
Right.
I don't know who it is, but
I don't know who it was, but it was somebody from Vaikongi.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it was Sos.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay, so hey, Lynn is on. PJ. Hey, PJ.
Hey, PJ.
Let's see here. What we got?
Go ahead. So to either of you, I think I know what Cree's answer is going to be to this. I think I can picture the car in my head. But who drove the worst ride in AMU? So put yourself in the Wayback Machine and tell us who had the raggediest ride at one point or another. Who had the worst ride? I think Cree's going to be that car that she got rid of after JT left. But who had the worst ride? Start with Soma.
Like ever?
Yeah,
Ever.
so it doesn't have to be now, but way back, it's probably going to be something that people were driving when they were younger.
Yeah, I think when Cree and JT was living in Sunnydale, they was driving this little Corolla. Like a blue Corolla. Like a blue Corolla. And JT used to ride around listening to Michael Jackson, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. He would blast that song in every hood. Like, don't stop till you get enough. Like, I'm like, bro, you ain't got nothing else. He goes, it's the only tape that play in the tape player.
I gotta play it loud. It doesn't matter.
True story, huh, Cree?
True story.
So what was the name of what was JT's convertible?
Skylark, Buick Skylark, Bertha.
Bernadette.
Bernadette.
No, I was gonna say Bernadette.
Yes.
I figured Cree would
like, who Bertha? Who's Bertha? Who's Bertha?
Right.
What? Somebody gonna get it. Who Bertha?
Yeah, it's another show.
I know that's enough. Let's not.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said, "Who is hands down the best cook at AMU?"
Out of the board.
Out of the
Yeah.
board. We know it ain't Soma tweet with the over seasoning the meat one year.
Nah, that's not me. I'm
You're
not
here
the
to
one.
defend yourself.
But
I guess I have to say it is Soma. I don't
Yeah.
know about happy with that
Best
seasoning, but I think Soma.
nah,
All
well,
right.
Jay was good because he used to make these burn ends. And he would videotape his barbecue pork burn ends, but you gotta eat this. I'm gonna save you some. And at that time I was making some gumbo. I was like, I'm gonna save you some. So I gave him the gumbo. He goes, "Blood, my wife is gonna be mad as hell when she eat this." I said, "Yeah, go ahead, bro." But JT was a good cook too. Like even growing up, we would.
I thought you meant who
we
was
would cook
here.
for
Oh
each
yeah,
other.
my husband was.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I didn't know he'd say that. Nice.
Tina said the silence was too loud, Cree.
All right, Naki, go ahead.
What's the most creative or unique donation you've ever received for the barbecue? Was there a weird? Was there a funny? Was there a, oh my God, can you believe we got this donation?
Creative might have been all things did.
I think it was a pretty. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was a city group that donated like I think 7,000 one year, and it just happened out of the blue.
Nice.
I mean, we was trying to get it, but didn't have any information about it until like maybe a week or two before the barbecue, and then Creed came and was like, "Bro, we got the donation, or we got the grant." The grant, I was like, "This damn," and that's what got us. Well, got people like me thinking like, "Bro, we can go get hella more." You know what I'm saying? But I think that was I forgot what that was called. Creed, light skinny dude, the skinny guy, tall.
Theo. That was Hope SF. Hope SF, yeah.
Yeah, Hope SF.
Nice.
Do you
Okay,
think
big
so, Creed?
shout out to Hope SF.
So
Creed, do you think so?
I think
Plus-
so. Is that you talking
Plus, Naki, and I mean not Naki, but Dr. Patsy and her open hand, just being there for us
Yes.
through like when we just don't know what's going to happen, and then Dr. Patsy would just come through and I got it.
That's so
That's
awesome. Big shout out to SCDC, Dr. Patsy
Yeah.
Tito, the executive director.
Mm.
Yeah.
Soma, what is Cree's walkout music or
Ooh,
song?
nice. What's her walkout? So like WWE coming down the ramp, coming out of the
What
curtain,
is
the
Cree's
music hits.
song?
What's that song?
Honestly, I can't say it on here because it's PG. It's a PG show. This is a family show.
It's not a PG show.
It's
Let her
very-
rip.
It's super explicit. You know what I mean? I want to save her face and not
Text me.
drop it on here because it'd be like this. What? Is that what she was listening to? Yeah. That's
all
what she-
right,
yeah.
all right. Oh, Cree.
I'm sure we all know that. So, all right, Cree, you get your chance.
What is Soma?
That music hits, the curtain comes out, the crowd's going nuts. Someone's walking down the ramp. What's the song?
I don't know. I'm not.
It said Megan Thee Stallion.
Now someone's gonna play it Saturday. Play it Saturday.
We got to play it on Saturday.
So speaking of Saturday, what do you think, what do you think is going to be the highest energy moment on Saturday? When you think about the dance, you think about all the different things going on. What do you think is going to be the highest energy moment of the day on Saturday? That goes to, you got to call somebody out on a piano show. So we'll start with Soma. And it may be you on the mic. But what do you think is going to be the high energy moment?
I think the highest energy moment is going to be hands down the Pie Fest and the petting zoo. Like where the kids are at, that's going to be like, it's going to be cracking over there. It's going to be where I want to be because that's where all the action is going to be at. You know what I mean? But I think for me, that's going to be a great moment. That and the haircut, maybe the haircut. The whole thing is going to be tight, but
Yeah.
I know for a fact that wherever the kids are at, that's where it's going to be cracking at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
definitely.
point. They got the energy to be high energy.
Yeah.
Cree, how about you? What
Yeah,
moment do you look at?
Yep. So I think, well, this year we're having Auntie John's going to MC the whole day.
Nice.
So he's going to be partnering up with the DJs and MCing. But I think the dance is going to be the highest energy. It's usually the family games when everyone comes together because
yes.
it's young and old. And PIYA has the games this year, so they're going to be kind of pulling people out from the crowd and bringing them on in so that they can play games.
I love that.
And then the dance with Sosa's family closing, I think is going to be the highest energy.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Plus, there's a lot of Iconi people, so this is going to be.
Yes.
There's going to be a bunch of people wearing a Iconi shirt.
I'm going to need that song to bust out. I'm going to need that Turtle and Shark song to bust out. Everybody be there singing in unison.
Right? You know, we probably have the SCDC kids singing.
Ah, yeah. What is, let's see, what is, if you could swap roles with anyone at the barbecue for a day, who would it be and why? Like, nobody want to be you, Cree, that's for sure. That's too much pressure. The DJ, maybe chilling in
running
our booth,
the kids' booth.
Running the kids' booth.
Yeah. Or one of the activities, but if you could switch roles.
I know Cree's, it's her. Nobody want her role.
I'm sure Cree's like, I just want to be a participant.
I just want to be a participant. Right?
Yeah.
I think it'd be Phil's booth.
Yeah.
You know, the hair cutting for kids. Because, you know what I'm saying, you get to have these intimate conversations with
people,
with young folks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking about dreams and aspiration, you know, things like that.
I love that. Those conversations are awesome. Tina said driving the golf carts. Who's driving the golf carts this
Who's
year?
on the golf cart? Who's got golf cart watch?
Her husband is one of them. Jubilee has a golf cart. Yes. And Iz's brother. I'm sorry. Iz's brother has a golf cart. Elliot. And Fred for sure. So the board members and then the two new additions are Jubilee and Iz's brother.
Nice. And what are the golf carts doing on Saturday?
Yep. So we have 2 golf carts that's going to be dedicated to driving kind of up and down around the area to see if people need rides to come up to the park. Right. And the other golf carts are flatbeds to see if anybody needs to kind of bring something up like a tent, a cooler, whatever they're bringing up.
Nice.
So the golf carts are going to try to help that to relieve if someone needs to walk from far away.
I love
that.
Like
a 20-foot tent.
20-foot orange tent. Help. We'll be there early. We'll be there early to put up our tent.
Yes.
What is the one thing or a couple of things you want people to know before they show up to the barbecue? And we'll start with you.
Yep. So I would like, we're trying to push for registration. We think that it's important for us to try to get an accurate count. So if you're volunteering, if you're cooking, if your family is coming, no matter what the reason is why you're coming, we would like everyone to register, please, just so it can kind of give us an accurate count of who's on site and the capacity, you know, why you're there, if you're a volunteer or a family member. And then
food, right?
Yes. And it gives us a count for food as well. But more important, we're trying to collect the data so that we know and we can accurately say for next year, hey, City Hall, hey, funder or donator, like this is the amount of people that we serve. This is the plan that what we would like to do. Because like I mentioned earlier, next year is our 10-year. So we have a few things in the works with Tina and Jessica, who are our program coordinators, where we're going to try to plan some things throughout the year to celebrate 10 years. I don't want to give anything out. We don't have anything locked in. But one thing that we do have is we're going to have a 10-year. I know for sure because this is already locked in with Brother Fiti. Is a softball tournament that Fiti is going to be hosting, and it will be on the East Bay. But yeah, so if they can register, we would really appreciate that. And if they can register for the eye checkups, I'm really pushing for that because I know the value that is, and your whole family can get their eyes checked while you're there, eating some good food. The kids are playing, you know, having some entertainment. When you can just have the kids get their eyes checked, or the seniors, or the adults, or everything, or anyone.
Nice. What about you, Soma? What do you want people to know?
Man, that the music goes off at 5 o'clock please go home.
Oh,
Don't stick around. Don't try to party on until the sun come up the next
break
day.
of dawn.
Also, also too is like if you can please, if the public can please help us, um, police our own area.
Yes.
Like making sure that like our young folks are in line or not even in line, just having conversations with them, not speaking at them, but speaking with them,
Mm,
to make them feel included. Like, because a
nice.
lot of times our young folks are popping off because nobody's speaking with them.
Right.
Nobody's including them into the conversation. Be be open minded to speak with somebody, even if they are younger than you.
Yeah.
Pick up a conversation. Just let them feel important too as well, because it's their day. It's their day too.
Right.
That's one of the things that
make
I love
memories.
about Amu's barbecues. There, and Cree always says it. It's drama free, and
Yeah.
the way that this is run year after year, and all the people that come through there, and the respect that's shown, right? And I think there's a piece of
Yeah.
it is respect to the community for Amu for putting that on, that you just don't see some of the things that you see at other events. So I think that over the years, you've done it. It is a commendable job by Amu of that's the feeling, that's the vibe, that's the way that the day goes down. Is leave your drama at the door. Like, don't come in and be that way. And I think you've done a really great job with that.
Yeah.
There's a really good question by Rachel in the chat. She asked, is there a place for a specific area for families that bring a canopy or bring a tent?
Yes, so it's going to be the family lounge zone. And if you look at our social media, we have the map posted.
Let me pop
We'll
it
put
up.
that up while we talk.
Yep.
So here's the map.
Yep.
Okay.
So that kind of gives you an
BBD.
Okay, Soma. Just for
Yeah.
you, Soma. Just for you.
Well, there's not a designated area. We need that, Cree. So if you can point out on the map where Soma does the worm, that's the most important part on that map.
right in front of the DJ booth.
Right in front of the DJ booth. That's where you'll see Soma. Just scream worm, and he got you. He got you. So right there where it says family lounging zone, lounge zone, that's where you can pitch your tent.
Yes, but if they can just check in with myself or one of the team members there, Jessica or Tina, they're we try to line up all the tents that the family tents that come in that area, so we're not all kind of taking over the space.
Right.
If they can just check in, they should start seeing the tents lining up.
That's awesome. And then Jubilee, like he don't know, is there a process to volunteer? Because he's voluntold. Jubilee is voluntold, but he wants to know what if there's a process for volunteers.
Yes. So we did. I believe I believe we took off the volunteer registration.
Okay.
But we do want people to know, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of times people come on in and they see the need and just jump on in. This is a family event, meaning we are all family, like everyone there. Like I said earlier, like it doesn't matter what organization you come from, what family, what church, what community. For this one event, for this one day, we all just work together to make this happen. Because I can honestly say, like AMU, there's no way that we could do an event this size just us, right? So we need everyone that comes together, like PBD, Pie Fest, Samoa Solutions, SCDC, Fatasi. Everyone has played a huge role to help us make this day possible. And without all these organizations that come to the table, and I think Jubilee is going to be in charge of the voluntold department.
Yes, he's in charge of the voluntold department. Thank you, Jubilee, for
Thank you for volunteering to be in charge of the voluntold.
Right. So real quick, this is the last question PJ has is why is it important to continue to provide these events free to families and community?
Yep. So it's important for us and PJ as well. Thank you, PJ, to we try to remove barriers and just try to provide a safe space that families can come to without having to look at their checkbook, without, many of our Samoan families, Polynesian families have several kids. And a lot of times these events, they're not able to go to it. Like me and Sylvia said this all the time, like we were these kids that couldn't afford to go to these certain events. So it's important for us and our board and just all of our team to provide this space once a year. We try to avoid politics. We don't want anyone on the microphone trying to get votes. We try to avoid all of that. It's just a family affair, all fun, games, building of relationships, getting resources. We want people to be around here on earth, you know, like that's why we provide all these health resources and different things. We don't want you celebrating in heaven with JT. You know, although one day I'm going to get there, but as for now, we want to all be here fellowshipping together, raising our kids, watching our grandkids grow. And I think it's important to have this space and provide it free for the community. So we want to try to keep that going. And the registration is very important because that's going to help us do that. In the beginning, we didn't want registration. We didn't want any of that. But I'm seeing the importance of having that so that we can show the data like, hey, this is the amount of families that we're serving. As of this morning, our program coordinator, Tina, did a count, and she said there was 1,200 and I think 18 people registered.
Oh my God.
And that's 1,218 people. And Tina, if you can put in the chat, it was over 300 families, I want to say. Wow. I don't remember the number, but I did remember the 1,218 people. So we are encouraging that, please, because it's important. We don't have many things for PIs in the Bay Area that is like this, free for the community, that's bringing resources. Right. We don't charge any of the organizations to come out and provide their resources. We don't charge anyone. So we try to just come together as a community to help give back to our community that we say we love so much.
Right.
So 1,200 people are going to be exposed to all the different resources
they're
always putting out there. That's and that 300 families, again, the exposure to all of the different resources that are out there. Quick note, if you're bringing family, if you're bringing a canopy, you're bringing a tent, then you're bringing a bag. You're bringing a garbage bag.
Yes, bring it. Many times, clean up after yourself.
You got a tent. There's got to be a bag in there.
Yes.
To put garbage in, because I see people walking around.
And we'll bring some garbage bags to pass out.
We'll have lots of garbage.
We gonna
bags
walk around and give you a garbage bag.
But every year there's people walking around and with trash in their hands,
looking for somewhere,
looking for someplace. Like, where do I put it? Bring a garbage bag. If you're gonna bring a tent, then that's enough people that you're gonna have.
Yes.
You're gonna need a garbage bag. And we'll have them in the orange
tent. We'll
tent,
walk around and pass out garbage bags so that we can clean up and police ourselves is what Soma says every year. We need to police ourselves. Jubilee, if you want to help volunteer, go see Jubilee because he's in charge of the voluntold committee.
Volunteers like promoted from voluntold.
Yes, if we have to give you a bag, then we charging. That's what PJ said. Thank you, PJ. It's $10 like the grocery store. $10 a bag. Oh, 10 cents a bag. 10 cents a bag. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much it means for our community to have this event every year, and that some people look forward to. Like, I love because, you know, people that show up, sometimes it's the only meal that they have for the day, right? We won't know. Maybe that's true, but maybe it's not.
I've seen people there that are like, it's free this year, right? And I was like, did somebody tell you different?
Every year.
It's free every year.
We appreciate all the work that goes on behind the scenes and that day and all the resources that you give our community for free. We appreciate the board. We appreciate you, Miss Executive Director, and Tina, and our, you know, our Jubilee. Thank you so much. Our Jessica, you know, all the girls, you know, Lynn and Shirley and Mama Sil, who will be taking care of the food. Go say hi to her. Amu's going to get blessed and has always been blessed 10 times over for all the work that, I don't know why I'm going to cry. I'm such a crybaby. For all the work that you guys continue to do. It's such a blessing. I'm so honored to be in the circle that has you guys in, that I get to talk to y'all. Like, it's such a blessing to be a part of this event, and to all the people that donate their time, donate their resources. We're so grateful for you. Last words, Soma?
No.
I know.
I can't.
I hear you.
We
feel
we
that.
feel
I
it.
feel
We
that.
feel it. Sister? last words before we go.
Yep, I just wanted to thank you guys for allowing us to come on the show and share our little event that we're having. I want to send a special shout out to Jessica, who I've kind of handed off about 80% of my duties onto her. I'd like to thank Tina. Without these two girls supporting me this year, they've been a big help. And I want to make sure that I acknowledge that. Jessica and Tina, I love you both. Thank you so much for just answering every call and doing what needs to be done. I really appreciate it. We got Zan coming in this year to assist. So shout out to Zan as well. Thank you so much. And just thank you to all the organizations that, like I said, that make this day possible. It's never about who's the lead, who's the boss, who's what. Everybody just kind of comes in and just supports. So I'm so thankful. I couldn't have asked for more. This event, this day is now the first few was in celebration of my husband and his battle with cancer. Then it became in memory of him. But today, 9 years later, it's bigger than him. It's bigger than myself. It's about serving our community with love and with respect that they deserve, and just trying to support in any way that we can. So thank you guys.
Thank you so much for joining us.
From PBD standpoint, anytime that we can support your little 1,300 event,
300 families,
40, 50 different vendors and free services, anytime that we can do that, it's our honor. It's like Naki said, rubbing shoulders with greatness. We're honored. It's our honor to be any part of this event with y'all. So I look forward to seeing you, seeing the worm, seeing all those good things happen on Saturday.
Soma, don't play. We love you guys. Thank you so much.
I just want to say, before we go, I just want to say to Tina and Jessica, you're the reason why we don't get that many calls from Cree no more.
You owe them, Soma.
Yeah, yelling at us. And she still does, but it ain't at that level anymore. So we really do appreciate you guys. That's it.
All love.
All love, Soma. All Tina and Jessica asked for is the worm on Saturday. That's all they want. Tina, you back me up. That's all they want, Soma. So we in there. We love you guys.
Bring a cane so I can get back to that.
So I'll kick your butt if you attempt to do the worm. No. But thank you so much. Yeah. Always blessings and love. You know how we feel about you guys. It's nothing but love. We appreciate the work, and God bless you. God bless the next 20 years of All My Uso Family Barbecue Day. Thank you for joining us. God bless you. Catch us. We're here every Thursday at 6 p.m. Come back to Faika with us.
Love y'all.
Love you guys.